Hey guys, welcome back to the episode. This is a continuation of our last episode, so if you haven't already, go back and check that one out, because otherwise this won't make any sense. Actually, probably won't make sense anyway. Enjoy!
Hey guys. Why did the bike fall over?
Don't.
It was too tired.
Welcome back to the Boundless PodTrap. Anyway.
We're not doing that every time.
Oh, we are.
Right. We might.
Welcome back, everyone.
The best was when Lonnie last week, or one of the episodes, like, why does mine have to start with this terrible joke?
We all have to start with
We
the
all
terrible
have to
jokes.
start. So let's flip this coin here. Heads will go with Justin. Tails will go with Brian.
And who-
Which topic first?
Heads, Justin, what do you
right.
got for us tonight?
As you already see, you can, by the clicking of this podcast, you already know it's mine. So, cool. I wanted to talk about a concept.
It's the suspense. They could be trolled.
Oh, maybe this rolls right into the next one. If you...
Like a two-tired bicycle?
Oh!
Whoa, I got all the sound effects there.
I like that.
There's a rush. What's the rush? I like that joke. I wanted to talk about a concept that is part of the human experience that we all are probably familiar with. Yes.
Is it getting pointed at?
I know
Why are you
he
pointing
is-
at me? I don't know what's
This is pretty
happening.
much just, I want to talk about the subject of betrayal.
Okay, I still don't understand the pointing, but
I don't know your life, dude.
are you
I've
pointing
never
at
been
people
betrayed in
because
my
you
life.
think
I feel like
they
everybody's
are
been nice
betrayers?
to you. No,
Oh,
well,
have
that
I ever
too.
been? I've actually been betrayed by John.
Wow.
And we will hear about it here really soon. So, betrayal.
This is true.
This is one of the more harsher concepts that I think everybody has been subjected to either receiving or administering at one point or another. It's crappy. There's many different ways. So, betrayal.
great.
It's
Not great.
defined as the act of breaking trust or confidence by turning against or deceiving someone who relied on you or your support or loyalty. It often involves a breach of a promise, secret, or commitment. So, yes, is it fair to say that you all have been or felt slighted, betrayed by other people at one point?
Definitely.
Have you guys-
I don't know if you're living life if you haven't.
Have you guys been the betrayer?
Yes.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, betrayal can occur in various contexts, including personal relationships, friendships, business partnerships, and even in the world of espionage and politics. So,
Espionage.
there's many different ways of approaching this. Some people might call it backstabbing, deception, two-timing, double-cross, unfaithful, deceive, forsake, all this.
I like that movie. Unfaithful?
Unfaithful?
You ever seen it?
He's like
That's good tits in that one.
deception.
It's, what's her name? Diane Lane?
Nice.
Yeah.
I
She's
liked
nice
her
boobs.
in Jack.
Yeah.
She was
Not
awesome.
she doesn't show her tits in that, though.
She should, though.
She should.
Kind of. No. When she was a witch, I mean, you can see them plopping about, right?
I
Plopping
mean,
all
she has
about.
bare-ass titties in the bathtub, and she gets banged by that guy who's not...
Her husband.
No, well, that yeah.
Ugh.
But it's not Harrison Ford, but I always think he looks like Harrison Ford. And now I can't think of who it is.
Is it the guy who plays Casper's dad? Or Christina Ricci's dad in Casper?
Maybe. What's that guy's name?
That guy.
That
Richard
guy.
Greer is who I'm talking about.
Really?
Oh, okay.
No. So, betrayal.
Not Harrison Ford.
It is... What is the opposite of betrayal?
Trust?
No, it's a trick question. The opposite of betrayal is not betrayal. The contrast of betrayal is loyalty or trust.
I'm still looking up Diane Lane's boobs.
Did you find him?
Yeah.
Oh, he was not betrayed. So the term, I like to use certain terms. Again, I think we've kind of covered a little bit of this. It's like when it comes to certain opposites or whatever, like I use this word differently from others, and I understand how other people are using it, but I think words are important. They are tools for understanding, and opposite and contrast are totally two different things, but they are used interchangeably commonly. So the term opposite refers to something that is completely different or directly opposed to another thing. It indicates a relationship of being the opposite end of it. So think of like a plus or minus. So, you know, what is the opposite of black? Not black. It can be any color or whatever. What's the opposite of two? not 2. It's any number. But the contrast is something that can be like looking on a wheel. The contrast color of this color is the other color, just like a color wheel or something like that. So on the other hand, contrast refers to the noticeable difference or distinctions between 2 or more things. It highlights the disparities or variations between the stuff. In summary, opposite signifies direct opposition or being the opposed ends, while contrast emphasizes noticeable difference between things. So the contrast of betrayal is loyalty. And yes, a lot of people, when they approach me, they're like, hey, you remind me of somebody. And it's like, I think I know where they're going for it. Like
Me.
No, it's like, I know they're talking about Jesus. So,
Of course.
yes,
It's pretty uncanny.
it is.
If Jesus was a small Italian man and not black.
Technically, wasn't he?
Black?
Since most people refer to Jesus as Cesare Borgia.
Jesus was a stonemason who lived in Jerusalem.
He got stoned.
No, he was a stonemason, not a carpenter. He was a stonemason who's just a dude.
Oh, truly.
I thought Jesus was the guy that mowed my lawn.
No, that's Jesus.
Oh, my fault.
Gonzalez, Fernando. So, truly,
Gracias.
I say to you,
Bless you.
one of you will deny me 3 times. One of you is unclean. This will be revealed before the rooster crows. Okay.
Who's someone's unclean?
Are we doing my 5-minute mystery segment?
I'm sorry.
Oh, man. I'm getting all the sound effects
We can
tonight.
clean each other's feet if that's cool. Since
Fetus?
people, fetus?
Did you say fetus?
Feetsies.
Oh,
I don't know.
feetsies.
Did I say feet? I don't know what I
Cut
said.
my
There's a-
toenails if
like
I knew
there's-
this was happening.
I mean, if you guys want to touch my feet, that's on
Dude,
you.
I have something right here that makes my foot hurt right now. It's like a bunion or something.
I have
right here.
texted you earlier today, and you were supposed to respond in a manner that I was hoping for.
Yeah.
But you didn't.
I was at the Children's Museum, and it was very busy, and I had a 2-year-old being like, Johnny, 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 Johnny.
All right! God, you were normal yesterday.
Was it your 2-year-old? The 2-year-old?
No.
No,
we
he
were
didn't
with-
even know this kid.
Yeah.
Picked him up at the children's
No, it was
museum.
my friend Amanda's kid.
He's cruising for chicks.
Well, I wanted to say
That
I
is where I
felt,
pick up chicks, is at the Omaha Children's Museum. There's
felt-
a bar right across the street, so you can just take them right over.
That bar is so sketchy.
It is very
I
sketchy.
used to live across
and
the
I
street
saw
over
it in
there.
the daytime.
I'd love to buy you a drink.
I used to live right up that street. There's 29th and Brown? It's 1 block over from Leavenworth. That was a street walker, crackhead little area. I saw some guy level up over there. Like he was fighting or trying to have an argument. Like some black dude was walking his bike, and I think it was one of the neighbors. He got out and said some words that probably wasn't good to say. And the black dude, like, he pulled his bike down and he's like, "What? Come on!" You know, like he's trying to amp up, and he's like, "Ah!" Like he's
Super Saiyan.
going, yeah. He got onto his knees and put his hands on the ground, like did like a little bow, and he's like, "Ah!" I'm like, "You were right outside my motherfucker. People are trying to sleep." You know, like
Don't say that to people because you could get your face bashed in.
this is true.
I worked at 52nd Leavenworth, so I used to have to take Leavenworth all the way down to 10th where I lived. And there's some, like, if you take Leavenworth anytime past midnight on the way home, you see some fucked up shit.
There goes the crackhead that I see each morning.
I just like how it's like the Rose Theater and then the Omaha Children's Museum and then scat.
In the
Yes.
ghetto.
Well, the detention center and all that, the prison and whatever is right there.
I saw a guy carrying not like obviously a full size pirate ship, but like a decent sized pirate ship.
Where this story was going, pirate ship was way down the list of things I
Like,
was going to guess
and it was like-
what this guy was carrying.
It was huge. It was like 7 foot long and was like 4 foot tall.
Gym lad.
And he was like holding it in the middle. And it was like way too heavy for him. And he's walking down Leavenworth at like 1 a.m, really struggling carrying this pirate ship.
Won't not
And then he had me like creeping up like 15 miles an hour staring at him. He probably thinks I'm going to jump him from his pirate ship. But I'm
You
like,
should have. I would have loved a pirate.
wow.
There used to be like this old lady, like her skin was just sun.
The raisin lady.
Yes, and she had like this major hump. Like she could not stand upright. She was looking straight down.
She used to come into the clinic.
Raisin lady.
She used to come into the clinic all the time. And yeah, she had some type of mental illness. But yeah, she'd walk down Dodge and Leavenworth all the time.
I always wanted to know what her story was.
Yeah, mental illness. Yeah, but yeah, when I say
Right, all sorts of
when I say the
stories.
raisin lady, you know exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Long hair. I mean, like she looked like she probably could have been attractive in her time or whatever, but like her skin is just sun damaged and
Spoiler alert: she was 31.
My God, no!
What?
really. No.
Oh.
I'm like that cannot be. She was.
31 77 years ago.
Yeah, she looked really old. She wore coats in the summertime, like heavy coats, and I'm like, you got to be sweating. But then again, you're probably not hydrated, so it doesn't matter. But I always wanted to
Also,
know
how
what her
did you
story.
get all that sun?
We got really off topic.
Sorry.
It's all
Anyways.
because you wanted me to say something earlier.
Yes, and I felt betrayed.
I'm
You didn't.
sorry.
You denied me once.
I didn't. And then Brian even caught it, and I stopped and I was like, hold on, I got to read what's actually going on. I did miss an opportunity here.
I lobbed it up like 3 times there, and then once.
I
Yeah.
know.
Maybe
This is sad.
next time you can maybe respawn.
Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself.
There it is.
People aren't going to get that until they hear
It'll come
it
out
later.
whenever.
Yeah.
Anyways, so
We're doing inside jokes that will become outside eventually. Don't know
if
what
a
the
joke
accent
comes
was for.
inside,
Does it become a riddle? That's not funny.
Oh shit.
Brian, how are you?
Another reference to
another
previous.
oh shit!
But we're talking about Scary Movie
I-
with Anthony Anderson and Kevin Hart.
Choked on a popcorn corn.
If a rat comes inside, does it become a mouse?
So, anyways, types of
How do
betrayal.
you wake up dead?
We have the global types, so it can be like different countries fighting each other. It can lead to extremes such as death, bombings,
Hiroshima.
otherwise. So we got the borders and peace. We got fight for land or resources. So think of like China and Tibet. They've always been fighting since the early ages of like Tibet. Recently, we got Ukraine and Russia. More currently, we got Israel and Hamas conflict. We got Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. People trying to
No,
take sides.
everybody's divided on
I was just talking about-
liking Taylor Swift and not like she. Never mind.
Yeah,
This isn't
well,
a
not
sports
them
show.
together, but where people are approaching it. So, in the theme of Thanksgiving, we got the Pilgrims and the Indians. Indians?
Natives.
Natives. They're called it. Indians just means the people of God.
Oh,
So it's
I
kind
thought it
of
was
more
just a baseball team in Cleveland.
it was. Those are Redskins.
Nope, that's a football team in Washington.
You're thinking
Nation's capital, by the
It
way.
was
of
Cleveland
the
Indians.
Patriots. I don't know.
Chief Oahu.
Tatanka. Tatanka.
Canceled.
So I'm part Indian.
I feel like
got
I should
Lakota.
get an Indian joke for our next segment.
Okay, Elizabeth Warren.
I'm not like that.
I am like 189.
She's taking on more than what is. My grandpappy, which okay, that probably might be more because he's from the boot from Italy. He used to be in the local newspaper where he played an Indian, but then again, a lot of Italians played Indians in old spaghetti westerns and stuff.
I played a circus fat lady. It doesn't mean I qualify.
Oh.
Is that a lady or circus?
Both.
Well, Italians play.
I think I'd qualify in circus more than a lady.
What did the Indian boy say to his mother when he left for school?
Bye,
Mumbai.
Oh, you're
That's
talking
different Indian.
You
You're
switched
talking-
Indians on
I was
us.
talking about Quickie Mart or Casino. Anyway, so there's friends. Proximal.
Oh my god!
Started with my
Quickie Mart or casino?
That's a good.
You
how you
paper
s-
squishy.
Get out of my sword and come again. Yeah. So the proximal
You
people,
fuck you.
you got your friends, so they can lie to you, broken promises, stealing, stuff like that. Brian,
yes, sir.
Oh my god, that's a good one.
can you Try to maintain yourself a bit. Try to calm yourself.
Yeah, relax.
We want to keep a safe space. You can express yourself how you feel. So John here has betrayed you.
Oh.
He seems to have a pattern. Do you want to discuss what might he have done?
The betrayal?
Yes.
Oh, it was
The betrayal.
the betrayal. It was a long time ago.
Right after Skeleton Key came out.
No.
2005.
2000.
Yeah,
It was
you're right.
2006.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I went to her stupid homecoming.
So I was dating a girl named Erica. And John and her started hanging out, and I started suspecting some stuff because they were all, almost coochie. What is it again?
Chaka chaka.
Chaka chaka. God damn it. I'm going to remember that.
Squishy. What the? Shaka.
Long story short, they went and ran off with each other, and John and I were not friends for like 3-4 years.
Motherfucker.
About two.
But
About 18
he
months,
did
20 months.
save me a lot of heartache. So
She was a bitch.
I fell on a
She-
sword for him. That's how we're going to...
She
Was
fell on
not-
your sword.
great
IQ?
significant other back then.
She has a very
She might
low-
be
Nor
a
to me.
fabulous woman now.
Fight.
This was
Have
a
sex.
long time ago.
Fight.
Oh, this
Have
one?
sex.
This is the one that couldn't decide what movie to go to?
What?
What?
No. What?
Okay.
Oh, this was this.
No.
2006.
Are you talking about the story with Jeremy in the backseat?
Yes.
No.
Oh,
no.
okay.
That's
okay,
American.
okay. So
Does-
yeah, I mean that was it, and there was a lot of yelling at each other. There was one
So
night
you-
I stayed up and wrote some long letter to him.
After he found out at the Metallica concert that it was official.
True.
But to be fair, there was only one kiss while they were actually together.
It was a lot of emotional betrayal.
Yes. For
not
sure.
physical betrayal.
sure.
You didn't come out and talk to your best friend, Brian?
No, he just wanted to get his dick wet.
Oh my gosh.
Which, to be fair, she was smoking back in the day.
I was
Okay.
19.
She was smoking.
But he's your friend.
I know. And I
Right
wasn't
before
I don't
hoes.
think you guys want to know that era of John. He's an asshole. More than now.
Okay, fuckface. First, take a big step back and literally fuck your own face! Now, I don't know what kind of pan-Pacific bullshit power play you're trying to pull here, but Asia Jack is my territory. So whatever you're thinking, you better think again. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to head down there, and I will rain down on a godly fucking firestorm upon you. I will massacre you! I will fuck you up!
You're an asshole.
Now I'm an
I
asshole
was
with a
gonna say,
conscience.
you're
Yeah.
a pretty big asshole. So it
Yeah,
had to be
that
a lot.
should tell you how big of an asshole I was back then.
He just
There were no
didn't give
fucks
a
given.
fuck.
No,
When
there
you see
was
him
no
on the
fucks
block
given.
throwing his finger like
and I've been punished ever since.
Tupac, he just doesn't
Yeah,
give
the
a
only
fuck.
thing I was mad about, really mad about, not, how do I put this?
There's more?
I guess residual resentment is how much sex he got from her. Because she was a virgin when we first started dating.
Motherfucker.
And
Didn't fuck her mom.
Oh.
we
Did see her mom naked though, because I had to move in with her for a month. She came out of the shower, didn't know I was there.
Oops.
oops.
Shout out to Marilyn.
Jeez.
But yeah, so I mean, we
like
dove,
mother,
we
like
dove
daughter?
into that lake a few times while we were dating, but then she
Dove into that lake.
she instantly was like, oh my god, what have I done? I should have waited, kind of thing. And then when she
Those
left,
floodgates were open.
yeah, when she left me for him, she's like, well, fuck it, it's already open, and so they.
So she
It was
left you.
open for
He
business.
reaped the benefits of the sex for
Yeah.
sure.
So he warmed it up for you and you just got in there? That's fucked up, man.
It's true.
That's fucked up. I
So
don't
that
like
was,
that
that's
old
the
John.
only residual resentment because damn,
I mean, I
Missed
like
out
that
on
we're
that.
Eskimo brothers now.
that's true.
Or
Wait,
what
wait.
did you call them last week?
What did you keep calling
Wiener
them?
cousins?
Yeah,
like
it's
that,
not
yeah.
wiener cousins.
It pretty much is.
We're having conversations for something that's not even out yet.
Well, it's wiener step wiener cousins.
Yeah, you got way too complicated. It's just Eskimo brothers.
Well, I mean,
Lonnie,
like,
what do you
there's a
call two
connection.
people that have sex with the same girl?
Gross.
You want to slap together?
Not at the
Not
same
at the
time.
same time.
Yes.
It could
No,
be
just
months,
like
years later.
You know, hey, you know,
My
I'm
I
trying
was
to
gonna
think
use
if
an
I've had
example that
any.
Jeremy doesn't have
If I've
sex,
had
so-
any friends who've had sex with the same woman before.
well, the posse has a few.
Yeah, I was always the first. I was always the warmer upper.
that's how I
Nope.
You were the warm upper.
Hold on.
You were
There's
the
one that's not.
You were the fluffer.
True. I was the fluffer
You
for
were
the
the
most
fluffer
part,
of the
except
group?
for one.
Who?
Man.
That's kind of happened
I'm
to
not
me a
gonna
lot. I've had 3 girls who were virgins when I were dating them, and they weren't when we left or when we broke up, and I never got with them. So I was like, that's bullshit, you know?
I guess I was the
It is.
I was
bullshit.
the fluffer of the group too, but I never had sex with the girls in the group.
Just the guys?
Just the guys. Yeah. I was the oral guy of the group.
Oh, that's a good thing to receive, though. Or were you giving?
Both.
But you received.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Well.
Okay.
Because I always played the game.
Yeah, that
like
would really
pussy
suck
eater
if you were just the giver and then everyone else got sex.
I always played the game of there's no way you can get me off with head 0. And they're like, bet. I'm like,
what was that one story of Hulk Hogan?
And then he'd be like 10 seconds later, he's like, damn, you good.
yeah. No, I guess better than that.
There was like that, I think it was Jesse Ventura or whatever, and Hulk Hogan were kind of going through something. And then like there was like a love interest of Hulk Hogan or whatever who had a kiss. But Jesse Ventura was like, I'm going to, bust inside your mouth and you go down there and kiss him with my junk. And that happened on live, whatever. Yeah.
This doesn't sound real.
What?
It is.
Bubba the Love
Have you
Sponge?
ever... the other best friend.
What's funny is, I don't know if it's funny, that all
all
of us
funny
used to
now.
do the same girls. But I don't know if our friendship was stronger than, like, say, Stu went and slept with Liz before, right after we broke up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we've all shared each other's girls at that time, especially because we're all just horny dudes and a girl's throwing
That was
her fucking
never a
poon
no-go
at
with
us.
me.
And the girls all seemed to want, one of us would get the woman in, and then they'd realize, shit, this whole group of guys are fucking tits. And so once it was done with one of us, they'd be like, oh, on to the next cool guy.
Yeah.
You guys are so cool.
Yeah, right.
Can I high five you guys right now?
Yeah.
Man,
That was
for,
awesome. You did both
for
of us
us-
at once.
for our friend groups, it'd be like, oh man, I like her. 15 years later, it's like, yes, I got my chance.
I did it.
Brian and I
Come over here
Brian
now
and I
that I'm
also went
old
to a
and gross.
concert last week, Laguna Coil, and we high-fived each other instead of clapping together. We clapped each other.
Do you have drinks in your hand?
Yeah, I had a drink in one. Yeah, I think he had.
I always have to slap my arm, and then I realize that I'm spilling shit. I'm like, oh, whatever. So there was in my friend group, when it came to women, because I was one of the bigger betrayals amongst friends, not just lying and stealing or whatever, but cheating. I was like, fuck, man, like this is something that I valued or whatever, this relationship. There was this one chick who, she was part of this youth group, and she didn't, I think I might have told this one.
Yeah, those chicks are the freaks.
So my friend Matt wanted to go to this youth group to get with this chick. But the thing is she was kind of banging everywhere there. And like I had my chance and I was like, nah, I don't want to. No, it's not my thing. But I do that when it comes to like, if you have a girlfriend, nope, she's off limits forever. That's entirely like his business over there. I don't want any of that. I usually write my friends' exes off. Our currents are most likely current, definitely currents. So it's
Most likely, definitely. Sometimes every once in a while.
But yeah. So my friend Matt got with her, and then my friend, well, I'll cut this one out. My friend got with her. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want his name to be put out there.
Just beep
There's
it.
a lot of out there.
Yeah.
Stop
We
saying it
have
so
one.
many times.
We have a in our group.
Stop saying it so many times. But yeah, he got with her. Then my friend John dated her, and I was like,
I did not.
not that one. Sorry, I guess my brother John. My brother John dated her, and I mean he was the type of guy who tried to share his women. He's like, hey, if you want to. I'm like, no, that's not my thing. It's not my thing, you know.
Did you want to watch?
No,
Oh.
I'm just not.
Not a cuck, are you?
Yeah, not so much. It doesn't really do much for me, I guess.
I guess
But-
we had. Oh, sorry, I'll let you go ahead.
She was an extremely attractive chick. Like, and this sounds kind of cold, I guess, but so in my line of business,
The family business.
my day job, in my day job, I had to knock on her door. I didn't know she was.
And you gave her a special delivery.
Hey, yo.
No. So I was wearing a hat at this time. You know, last time she saw me, my hair was down to like my nipples, you know, so she didn't know I had shaved my head, I guess. We didn't stay in contact online and stuff.
You weren't
And-
born like that? You weren't born like that?
I was with long hair.
Never mind. Keep going.
What are you talking about, man?
Sexy as
With nipples. Is
with
what it
nipples.
meant.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Hair down to your nipples.
Yes.
He did say it started from the top of his pecs, though.
That's what I was wondering. Grew out of the chest.
It's still there. No. So I had to knock on her door. She opened up the door. I'm like,
You went and knocked on her door.
Gee. Like, she used to be, again, extremely attractive chick. And then she looks like 4 or 5 times her size. And I was wearing a hat at the time, luckily, and I
like
kept my head down.
got taller?
Yes.
Both vertically and horizontally.
That's a huge bitch.
Freak! Holy shit, he's Bigfoot! Hey, keep it in the circus!
I was really taken back, and I was like, holy crap. I'm like, there's like 4 little rugrats running around, and I have no idea if they're all the same dad, or it's like, you came from this one chick who was trying to, like, there was this one time when she was trying to preach at me. It's like, why don't you believe in whatever? It's like, I just, you're one to talk, first off, like, you're out here sinning with all of the,
Sinning, yeah.
whatever. She's one of those fuck for Jesus type of thing.
Brian had a couple of those.
One
of them is sent
poorly
one
in
of them
my
is sent
younger
booty
age.
hole pics at a birthday party.
I want to see it.
She was trying to get me back, and that she thought that was going to do it.
She's sending you a picture of her booty hole?
Did it work?
Like,
Did it work?
No, because I am
Detailed.
not into booty holes.
No.
I am.
What?
That's
I was
where
excited.
duty comes from.
How do you not?
I was excited.
Like, looking at you, you look like a booty hole.
No, I'm not into butt stuff.
No, he hates it.
Wow.
Stupid.
Good
And
on
when
you.
your stuff accidentally slips in there, like, oh God.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
How many times have you actually had anal sex?
Well, with that girl,
Well, yeah.
That girl.
that was my only option, so I took it.
Okay,
but
besides her.
That kind of girl.
once
Oh, nice.
since her, maybe.
Should I air this?
I don't care. Why would I wouldn't be?
Yeah, you
saying-
think she's gonna listen to this or even know who we're talking about?
She's
didn't
fine.
mention-
Oh, the Boundless PodTrap.
We didn't mention her
This
name.
looks fun.
So we got the global betrayals, we got the proximal betrayals, and one of the more serious ones is the intimate betrayals. I'm pretty sure all of us have had intimate betrayals.
Nope, never.
Never? Nobody's ever cheated on you?
Nope.
we might have just talked about this.
Fucking
but-
steel trap over there.
Okay.
He keeps
Nope,
his bitches happy and at home.
No, I think we've aired.
Aired enough of
grievances,
John's laundry
yeah.
here.
Pretty much once every
Well, no,
other
I mean
month.
throughout the podcast. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't even like her, right?
I hate that bitch.
There you go.
Hate that bitch. Fuck that bitch.
Yeah. No, I would say that
We
pretty
got
much
relatives of hers in the room now. We got to be nice.
everybody I've probably gave my
By
heart
marriage.
Oh, sure.
We had a group. It was in like late high school. Like I think I was a junior or senior, but there was like 3 of us dudes, and then there was 3 girls
Nice.
from Council Bluffs.
Oh,
And it was just
whores.
like the 3 of us dated the 3 girls, and then it turned out to like, I bet I can fuck your girlfriend.
Oh,
And then it's like, no, you can't. Like, I bet I can.
That's nasty.
And then it just turned into like that. I was like, I'm gonna try to have sex with yours. I'm like, no, I'm
How
gonna
did
have
that
sex
end,
with
though?
yours. We all had sex with each other.
What?
It's nasty. It's nasty. It's nasty.
how
I'm
did
gonna
that
have sex
end?
with
though?
yours? We all had sex with each other's girlfriend.
Wait, hold on, though.
I'm glad he
Hold on.
added girlfriend at the end of
I
that.
love it. I love it. Did the
We all had sex with
girls
each
know you guys were trying to do this?
Eventually.
I should
So
cut
you
that.
guys all had
Did you
sex
get
with
it
each
in
other's
first?
girlfriends before they found out you guys were trying to do this?
No, one of us had sex with the other girlfriend, and they got upset, but we didn't get upset because we were like, "Damn, well, good on you."
Well, you're
why
upset
aren't
that you
upset?
lost
Yeah.
because you were trying to.
And
Be,
then it was like they started dating, and I'm like, well, since they're dating you, and
Ah,
I was like, the other 2 are like, well, we're happy. It's like, wow, that can't be.
that's not true.
Huh.
Just,
Humans are weird.
we
Very
are funny.
weird creatures.
yeah.
But high school is either you develop a long-lasting relationship that lasts forever, or it's like this week I'm going to get my dick wet this way and that way and that way. But I started really late. When I started having sex, it was like, ooh, this is fun and new and adventurous. I'm going to do it as many times as possible.
This is amazing. I like this.
yeah.
Then it becomes
Pleasure.
a chore.
Pleasure. Pleasure.
This is much more fun than my hand and spit.
Ew.
What the fuck is your problem?
Or a grapefruit.
It's your hand and spit.
I mean, sometimes you put the grapefruit in the microwave. It helps a little bit, but
Tricks of the trade, my friend.
It
Not
burns
too much.
then.
You can feel
well,
the
don't
seed.
put it on for that long. You know, you're talking about like 10 seconds. Just a little warm.
It's the acidic.
Just a little warm, like a warm sponge.
Leave the science to the science guy.
Or like a plum.
How small are your?
I just
What plums are you finding?
the seed hurts. Ouch. So yeah,
Did an
partners.
apple once.
The betrayal, I guess, when it comes to like partners and stuff, like, I think that is one of the more damaging, especially in your adult life or whatever. It's like when you invest so much into something like a relationship, friendship, or even a lover or whatever, a romantic partner, a spouse. It's like that shit hurts the worst because it's like it feels like it was all for naught, and you have to try to either forgive or separate ways, or just try to make amends and try to make things stronger. It's like I feel like a lot of us have been in some of those situations. Sometimes you do have to drop everything and go because it's just toxic as fuck. It's like if this is when somebody shows you who they are, you usually have to believe them.
Yeah.
But there are the small times when I think people can change.
Yeah.
So
I do.
And I would rather have a situation where it's just sex. Like if your partner cheats on you, I would much rather it be just like, I was at a show or I was at a bar and this person came up to me and we fucked.
that sounds like an excuse, but whatever.
That's how mine started.
I would much rather it be like that than me and this person, we became friends and we've been chatting for a month and there was an emotional connection and then we had sex. I'm like, that sucks. Like, fuck you. There, you're gone. But if somebody's just like, yeah, this hot dude came up at the bar and then we just ended up in
I
his
would
car.
fuck him.
Yeah,
if it's if it's like a celebrity or whatever, like if Ryan Reynolds or whatever, it's like, I understand.
His wife's going to see Adam Sandler, and is she bringing that sign?
She says she's going to, because that's her number one hall pass is Adam Sandler.
How? Why?
Exactly.
We are all
And she
baffled
just
by
wants
it.
to get
Is it the voices?
fucked by an ugly Jew. I mean, others.
Calatisne. Hello. Sabadoo. Yayo. Sorry, Daddy.
She has been in love with him forever, so...
I can go too.
Don't make fun of a Jew.
How about you, Sideburns? You want some loose milk?
Hey,
Stop looking at me, Swan.
he superimposed me. Anyways,
You get out there and get that fucking dog.
it's not that bad. That's not bad. I like that. You got to work on that one. I think that would be a new regular.
Well, you know that
Sorry.
will be
Anyway,
Goldberg.
continue.
But yeah, there's certain other sorts of betrayals. I guess not only when it comes to just like romantically or cheating or whatever. There's like financial cheating or there's a better word for that.
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
Where they can steal money or not tell you about certain things. It's like if you're in a marriage,
Fiscal
it's like
irresponsibility.
your debts
too big
are
a
their
word for
debts
him.
and vice versa. I mean, like there are things that it's like, okay, I have my account. This is how my wife and I split things up. It's like we have our bills account, then we have our own personal accounts. It's like I'm not entitled to her money and she's not entitled to mine, but we are both responsible for paying off the stuff that is necessary.
Right.
So it's like it's fair, it's equal in that regard. But when it comes to like, oh, she's pulling out of this, whatever, she's not, then that's something else that kind of is a betrayal to you. It's a financial betrayal. Or just, I mean, keeping secrets and all this. It's like, it sucks. But yeah you gotta.
I don't think I've ever experienced that.
Have you ever?
My ex and I had a joint account, but we used it for first as a vacation fund, and then we were using it for the wedding fund. And then when she cheated on me,
You took everything.
I paid my credit card bill with it instead. That had the ring on it.
Did you thank her? Thanks for all that.
No, I called it a whore tax.
Or tax. When I was fishing professionally, there was with the ex, there was that everyone's account, which paid all the bills, paid for everything. So that made sure everything was paid for. And then there was my account that paid for everything I needed, paid for hotels, gas, entry fees, all that. And that was also not touched by anybody because that just everything auto drew out of it. And she would every once in a while steal money out of that.
Thief! Stop! Thief! Come back, thief!
And it'd be like, if I'm not making money, there's no money going into that, and I can't pay for shit. So,
Biatch.
Bitches.
So
and I fucked her mom.
going into the
Nice.
I feel like Judd Nelson.
all right, going into the. I think this might be the most worst betrayal of them all. Is self-betrayal.
Most worst?
Most worst.
Okay.
Most worstest is. I'm sorry.
The worst?
Yeah, the most worstest.
Worstest of most.
This is the worster of them all.
My brain just exploded.
Welcome.
So, self-betrayal.
Self-betrayal, I think, is like when you come off of your own values or your own virtues or whatever, it's like fuck, why did I do this? Like it kind of, I think it stays with you when you are the one to betray not only somebody else, but like yourself too. It's like, this isn't who I am. Like you find yourself in front of a, you know, wearing a Michael Myers mask at a CVS or something like that. And like, it's like, wow, how did this happen?
Actor or serial killer?
Serial killer mask.
Got it. I just got to clarify these.
Which pretty much is Captain Kirk mask.
Yep.
So, all right.
I don't think I have any big self-betrayals with myself.
I think for me,
I mean, I've done a lot of
small
things
when it came to like financial shit. Like I'm the type of person who's like, I don't like to put my money in things that I don't fully understand. So there have been like some multi-level marketing things that I've kind of went into. It's like, this is stupid. Like now I have to pay a fucking whatever and I'm beholden to it. So got that out of the way.
Like mine, like with Brian, like that's not me. I'm not Joey. It's a Friends reference.
This is true.
I don't cheat. I'm not Joey. Hey! And when you think about that show, Ross was way more of a dickhead when it came to women than Joey was.
Yeah, for sure. Joey was just a dummy. That's it.
Joey's a lovable dummy.
Yeah. It's like at the end of it, like you thought he was still nice.
Snow, a ghost.
Yeah, but at the end of it, he's left all alone.
This is true.
It's true.
Yeah, at least he has 7 sisters to beat the bitches' asses.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Anyways, what reasons would you say betrayal happens?
Greed.
Yeah, greed. Bad decision making.
Lust.
Hot pussy.
These are all good reasons. Keep them coming.
That's the weirdest reaction.
Did you just say to keep hot pussy coming?
Yes.
Too old for that.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say like self-interest, jealousy and envy, stuff like that. It's like somebody has something that you
power is a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's usually the 4 main, like money, power, women, or men.
Respect.
Yeah. Or some sort of
appreciation.
Hot pussy.
A bet.
So revenge.
Lukewarm.
Revenge.
Lukewarm pussy even sometimes.
Peer pressure.
Yeah, I've done
maybe. Have you ever tried to get jumped into a gang and then like your peer pressure tells you to, it's like, hey, go fuck this up. You know, like the guy that used to feed you, you know, go ransack his shop now. This sucks when that happens. Anyway, lack of empathy, insecurity, miscommunication or misunderstanding, opportunism, coercion or threats, moral or ethical conflicts. I can go deeper into some of these, but I'm going to try to move things along here. I don't know. It's like, I want to get into like some music and movies as well here, but let me get into like this.
Just spit it out.
I'm trying.
Don't tell us what you're trying to do. Just do it.
Don't rush me!
So the approach with like dealing with betrayal, like I think it's usually good to know the good and the bad. It's like some people don't want to learn about something because they just call it bad. It's like, well, if you can't protect yourself, if you don't know how it starts, if you see certain signs, it's kind of like the art of war. It's like know the enemy's tactics before they do it on you. You can pinpoint things. So there's a tricky thing about the topic of betrayal. And this is sort of kind of like the seed of what wanted me to make this as a topic is because there's only one person who cannot betray you. And that's your enemy. Your enemy cannot betray you because you do not give them that trust.
Right.
But if you are the person who's giving them the trust, then you are the one who is.
And if they betray you, they become your enemy.
Yes. An enemy cannot betray you. Betrayal requires trust. And if you invest any level of trust in an enemy, it is self-sacrifice. Betrayal only comes from a friend or a lover or some contractual level of trust. So even if it's like a neighbor or something like that, nobody you don't really know well enough. It's just like, hey, you know, I'll pick up my side, you pick up your side. It's kind of a unspoken contract.
Right.
It's like they're not really an enemy, although they could be. You haven't really invested in any sort of trust in them, but you are operating on an unspoken agreement. Betrayal is viewed as an external event outside of our control, at least in action. There are things you can do and increase your trust to minimize risk of being betrayed, or on the flip side, to get closer to betray somebody. But regardless of the concept of betrayal, it is an inevitable part of the human experience. It's like we, again, have many stories. We've all experienced betrayal. So do the Indians. Motherfucker, this is for Thanksgiving. Sorry. Dealing with betrayal. It's wise to maintain an emotional equanimity and resilience in the face of betrayal. We may tend to dwell on the actions of the past, but it's best to reflect on your own judgment and response. You can at least control how you react. So it's like if somebody betrays you, it's like you usually kind of like think about it. Your mind is one of your worst enemies too. It's like if you don't control your mind, it's going to control you. If you let it amp you up to like go out and seek revenge on something, It's like that's only going to put you in a hotter situation. Not that hot. Not like that.
Like hot pussy?
No. Not like hot pussy. So
why'd you say it like
Do we have to use that word?
I had a
popcorn. Moist pussy.
Moist.
It's not the word. Moist I'm okay with. Can we say vagina?
Punami?
Chaka.
I'm much more okay with saying cunt than the B word.
Box?
That's okay.
Your hot box?
Yeah.
All right.
Your hot pocket.
You could just put that sound effect in.
I did it. I don't need to. I was pretty much on par, so don't see why.
Hot pocket.
So when you let the emotions override, you can succumb to anger, revenge, bitterness. As much as we all love instant karma videos and well-done revenge movies, it is usually better to move quickly to accepting the reality of the betrayal, acknowledge your own emotions, and work on transforming them into rational, constructive responses. It's like, again, control yourself. If you can't control yourself, you can't control the situation. There's a fine line between sometimes you do have to take actions to know you will not be walked on or mistreated. Establishing boundaries. It's like when somebody keeps on doing something, it's like, no, I am not, if you want to respect this relationship, being a neighbor, a spouse, a friend or whatever, it's like, I'm not going to let you keep doing this. You have to not necessarily know your place, but know your place. It's like you're taking advantage of me. That's not going to happen. It's not going to fly. So this is just my view, but I feel inner peace and moral integrity in the face of treacherous acts is more virtuous. I feel like when you hold on to like anger or revenge or whatever, it's kind of like holding on to like a hot stone with the will of trying to throw it at somebody. It's like you're actually burning yourself more than you're hurting the other person. You have to acknowledge it, break those emotions apart, that way you can accept it. So betrayal is a complex and emotionally charged event that can have profound effects on the individual's mental and emotional well-being. It is rooted in various psychological factors such as fear, self-interest, or unresolved personal issues. Understanding the motivations and psychology of both parties involved can help shed light on why betrayal occurred. I think self-interest is probably the biggest thing. It's that greed part that people want something from you or want something that's not you. So it's like, how do you minimize that? How do you gently part from whatever you guys have? I find getting to the root of the issues, whether that be in therapy or journaling or whatever, you can help inform an area of concern to be helpful, because if you do not deal with this can manifest in many different ways, such as feelings of trauma, anxiety, depression. It can also bleed into other relationships, such as if somebody does something to you, you recognize those patterns in other people and then you kind of take it out on other people. So if you don't deal with that shit, it kind of breaks you. So that's one thing. Movies with betrayal. What are some of your guys' favorite betrayal movies? We actually just did a movie review recently about betrayal. John and Brian.
We did. We keep referencing it, but we're not announcing when that's coming out. That is one. Unfaithful that we just mentioned earlier with Diane Lane's boobs.
The movie Betrayal.
The movie Betrayal, yeah.
Was it 1983?
The Lion King.
Godfather.
Scar.
Yeah.
The Prestige. A bunch of them. The Prestige.
Casino. Forrest Gump, when Ginny, she was all about betrayal.
Internal
Aladdin.
Sunshine of a Spotless Mind.
Yes.
Kind of a betrayal on themselves.
One of BPT's most highest rated
Scott
movies.
Pilgrim.
Hereditary was a betrayal movie. Not in the sense.
Fuck Hereditary.
Not in the sense of the content, but in the direction of the writing, where the writer
Sounds-
betrays the audience.
Right.
So
By writing it.
I'm like, what the fuck was this?
We never covered Hereditary.
We didn't.
No,
But
but you guys had a
we've
hot
kind of had-
fucking debate over it
Yes.
for 30 minutes.
It is worse getting the head. Well, okay. It's worse getting the child's head cut off.
It's
than it
worse
is
just having to
concerned.
watch them.
Okay. Up until a certain
Hot
part.
garbage.
Up until a certain part. Yeah. The Departed, No Country for Old Men, which motherfucker rated that a 1 on our last. Never mind. We won't go to that.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah. There's a lot of movies that have betrayal. I think most every movie has a sense of betrayal, either from somebody or themselves, where they have to overcome something. It's part of like the hero's journey. It's like the
Cujo?
climax. You can find it one way or another, but it's not always the most strongest theme of the movie itself. So songs with betrayal, pretty much anything that's emo. It's all about crying and shit. Somebody that I used to know, Gautier, or how do you Gautier,
Gautier,
whatever.
Taylor Swift songs.
Bittersweet. Speaking of which, do you think Taylor Swift is already working up a breakup song.
No, they're in love.
No, they're in love.
They're in love.
Yes.
They're in love.
Her next album's going to be called Chief's Big Cock.
I like tight ends. That's what it's going to be called.
Oh, so does he.
No, he is a
There's
tight end.
nothing tight on Taylor Swift besides her bank account.
That's not tight. That's fat.
She's giant, by the way.
She's
like 6
Amazon?
foot.
She's 5'11".
Oh, I'm going limp. Oh, I'm just gonna lie here, moaning, thinking about Taylor Swift. Oh, Tay-Tay.
I heard it through the grapevine.
Sorry, I was an inch off.
Cry Me a River.
Cry me a river.
Careless
That's
Whisper.
Britney Spears' song, by the way.
Bittersweet
Well, it's Justin
Symphony.
Timberlake about Britney Spears.
Yes.
Also, Britney Spears.
At least I think.
Reel it in.
Nah, let her go.
She's betraying.
It's fun.
So,
I guess.
yeah,
Fucking
no.
katanas and shit.
That's the betrayal in a nutsack, I think.
Nice. Okay.
So, I mean, like, it's a emotion that all of us have to deal with at one point or another. We can feel like a parent betrayed us by not letting us stay up at night or whatever, or not giving us whatever. Oh, we can feel like a partner betrayed us. Some of this stuff we can amp up ourselves. But if you take a step back and see things with a good perspective, I mean, it is what it is.
Nice.
I hate that term too. I don't know why I said that. I should edit that out.
Perspective?
No, it is what it is.
It is
so
what it is.
stupid.
You know, my wife always says that. She's like, I hate that saying. It is.
It's because
what it is.
there's no
But
reason.
So much in life
You know, it's
is because it is.
Yes, but it wouldn't be what it is if it's not. So why we even say it is what it is?
I hate the phrase "when in Rome." Like, what the fuck?
Then act like Romans.
I've
Yeah.
never
No, when in Rome, do as Romans do. Make pizza? Look
Kill-
at a building that's not straight?
Killed Jesus.
What do you want me to do? Yeah, that.
Have at it. Visit the vomitory.
I'm going to vomit all over it.
Yeah.
And on that note, we will see you guys next week for the next episode.
Oh, were you done?
I think I'm fuck it, whatever. Just call it.
You said that was it.
I was.
That was
Lasting
a dead
remarks? I
body
don't know.
Sound.
Oh, lasting
Is
remarks.
that what that was?
Justin, do you have any lasting remarks?
No. Fuck you.
He seems betrayed.
Whoa, he seems
Yeah.
betrayed. It's true.
He
does
didn't
seem
text me
betrayed.
earlier, and you just tried to close me off. That's
You
one.
said you were done.
What? I did
That's
text
two.
you.
Well, yeah, you did, but you didn't.
I said
the
I was
way
open. It was like an invitation.
Y'all see what we're doing
I
here?
had to-
This is funny.
I had a kid. He was like, Johnny.
One of you will betray me 3 times before the roosters crow.
Brian hasn't betrayed you.
I'll let
The
him work
rooster
on it.
hasn't crowed yet.
Yeah.
Who's?
Oh.
I got nothing.
All right.
Go off.
That podcast do anything for you? Well, that's not all. Stay tuned next week for the continuation of this episode or whenever these things come out. Later.